Okay, babe, so for your cut, color, highlight, gloss, and eyebrow wax, that comes to a grand total of $275. Does that sound okay before we get started?
Yeah, $275 is beyond fair.
All right, and you are all finished. Why don't we head up front and get you checked out and rescheduled for your next appointment?
Yeah, we can go get me rescheduled.
Yeah, and checked out. Okay, so how many weeks out would you like to go? I typically recommend for someone like you who doesn't do much heat to their hair, doesn't really put it up too often, just lets it go naturally apart from coloring it, probably 8 to 10 weeks.
Yeah, 10 weeks sounds perfect.
All right, cool. And now to get you checked out, as we discussed at the beginning, it is just going to be a solid $275. Will that be cash or card?
Oh, you can just put it on my tab.
What?
My tab. You guys literally had me put my card in the system. I'll get you next time, okay? I do have the money today, but I'm going shopping after this. New year, new me. Priorities.
Yeah, okay, so we actually have everyone put their card in the system as security for the stylists in case you no call, no show us or you cancel without giving us at least 48 hours notice. It's not really for a tab. You don't like have a tab running. Your card hasn't been charged yet. Yeah, that's not exactly how this works.
Okay, why can't I do it next time? I mean, I'm not broke. I promise I'll get you next time. There are just different things that I want to spend my money on today.
Okay, yeah, I totally get it. There are lots of things that I want to do, but if I'm gonna level with you, I'm a commission-based stylist, and you did agree to the payment beforehand without saying anything about a tab at the beginning of the service. And the only way that I get paid is if my clients pay for their services.
Okay, well, that doesn't work for me because, like I've said literally twice now, I have other things that I planned on doing today that I'm not willing to bail on. You'll make your commission, okay?
Yeah, okay, so you did agree to the price at the beginning of our services, which I go over with all of my clients beforehand because I don't want anyone to experience sticker shock or anything. So if you don't pay, unfortunately, that will be considered theft of services, and I'll be forced to do something that I really don't want to.
Fine, I'll just pay, but kiss your tip goodbye and cancel my future appointments. This is not how you run a business.
Actually, it is. It literally is, and you're not welcome back.
Thank you for calling the salon where I work. This is Siri speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering how much it costs for a haircut.
Well, we are a level-based salon, so it would really just depend on who you ended up getting scheduled with. Is there a certain price point that you wanted to stay under?
Yeah, I know you stylists are expensive, so anyone under $40.
Okay, that would be my coworker. Excuse me, I'm just going to go check the computer real quick. It looks like her prices are $38 for a haircut.
Okay, how much would it be to get a highlight?
Excuse me. I have to go back to the computer real quick. It looks like the starting price of her highlight is $80. Would you like to book a highlight and haircut with her?
Oh, okay, well then what's the difference between a highlight and a balayage, like look-wise?
Well, balayage is typically, kind of melted into the color of the hair, not literally. It's just like a color melt, whereas highlights are pulled all the way up to the root. So you kind of have an intentionally grown out look with a balayage. Personally, I think that it's a little bit less maintenance than a full highlight.
Okay, well, can you go check her price for a balayage and then I'll decide?
Yeah, let me go check the computer again real quick. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It looks like the price of her balayage starts at $100, and neither one of those starting prices that I just gave you include extra bowls of pigment or toner, which most of our lightening services do end up requiring toner just to make it softer or neutralize any colors that your hair may pull.
Well, what do you mean by that? Like, what color would my hair pull?
Well, if there's any pre-existing color on your hair, then whenever we go to lighten you, it might not pull the blonde that you were initially hoping for, and then we would have to tone you to neutralize that and just try again next time.
Okay, well that was scary and unhelpful. Is there a way to see what it would pull to before putting I'll bleach all over my head?
Yeah, we could totally do a test strand on you beforehand and see what it would pull to, and then, you can kind of make your decision from there.
Okay, well, now you have me thinking that this is going to take a lot of time and a lot of money. Can you just go check what her all over color price is? Thanks.
Why don't we just have you come in and do a consultation with her, and then you can do a test strand too, and y'all can decide on what color service you'd like to do.
Oh, what? So since you're out of my price range, I'm suddenly not important enough for you to help on the phone?
Oh, no, ma'am. It's just I'm the only one here right now, and I am with a client. And since I don't know my coworkers' prices, I keep having to step away to look at them.
Your salon being short-staffed is not my problem. You're there, so it's your job to help me. Also, you're not going to charge me for a consultation as well.
All of our consultations are free.
Yeah, I'm sure. And it'll just be added on as a deposit for my appointment, right? Stupid bitch.
Thank you for calling the salon where I work. This is Siri speaking. How can I help you? Hi, nice to talk to you. I am Michelle Mitchells. I was just calling because I just got a text and an email to confirm and remind me of my appointment at your hair salon. Yeah, Michelle, I see you in our system. Do you have a question? Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I already have a hairstylist and I love her so much, and I'm sure y'all are wonderful, but I didn't actually set that appointment up. So I don't know, maybe someone put in the wrong digit in their phone number? I don't know. Yeah, that totally could be it. If you didn't set up the appointment, I'll just go ahead and delete it. Oh no, that can't be right. Even if they did put in the wrong digit, they still have my first and last name, and the email came specifically to my email. Yeah, this is also true. There's a note attached to it, if that means anything, saying what kind of hair you want. Maybe this is a surprise from your husband or partner. I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Can you read me the note? Yeah, it says I need my blonde highlights touched up, and I have a pink peekaboo by the nape of my neck, just the way my husband likes it. So I guess it is from your husband. Do you want to keep the appointment? Well, you see, I would love to if I was a blonde, but I do know exactly who is blonde with a pink peekaboo. You know what, baby? You have a great day. Oh, well, okay. I guess we're not keeping that appointment. Thank you for calling the salon where I work. This is Siri speaking. How can I help you? Hi, my wife just got off the phone with y'all, and now she's not okay in the slightest, so I need to know what's going on. Who's your wife? Michelle Mitchell's? Ring any bells? She's hysterical. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Someone booked an appointment using her number and email address and specifying what kind of hair they wanted, like, in said appointment. And I don't know. I think it was a prank. She seemed kind of upset. Are you one of Candace's friends? No, sir. I don't know any Candace. Well, then I really don't understand what's going on. Is she blonde with pink on the underneath of her hair? So you do know her. You need to tell her she's taking it too far. No, sir. Those were just in the appointment notes that they wanted their blonde highlights touched up with pink underneath. But they booked it down for Michelle? Yeah. Well, looks like I've done it this time. Yeah. Any chance you could say it's a mix-up? No.